Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Daima Piccolo Mini Daima. I'm not watching this. Is it out? I think it's out, right? It's already out, I'm pretty sure. I'm not watching this. I wasn't going to collect these. Big Bad Toy Store asked if I wanted to review this guy, and I said, I love Piccolo in the Dragon Ball universe. I'll happily review it. So thanks to them for this. I wasn't going to collect any of these. I may get some now, I have to be honest with you. I really like this figure a whole bunch, but is it worth it? Is it any good objectively? We're going to find out. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is basically the standard packaging. We have a little bit of a zigzag going on. The metallic print right there is pretty cool. He's got a yellow background, which works nice enough for him. Photo there, photos here, there's one of his foot. I always find it interesting how they choose to do some that just hand, foot, whatever, it's fine, sleeping face, you know, it's okay. I do think their Dragon Ball figures need more figure on the back though, we have a whole lot of blank. But yeah, it's basically your standard Figuarts packaging, so that's alright. By the way, if you want to get one of these, he is up for pre-order right now at Big Bad Toy Store. He should be in stock soon. I'll put a link in the description below. He stands just shy of 9 centimeters to the top of his noggin. That's going to make him about 3.5 inches, and here he is up against Darwin. He's a little one, right up to the pelvis. Very, very small figure. I thought it was going to be a lot more limited than it is. Honestly, it basically functions like a full-size Figuarts. We have a few slight differences, of course, but it is not bad. Like, if you didn't see my fingers on there, you wouldn't think it was a tiny release, other than, of course, the proportioning. It looks pretty darn good. I was very surprised. I thought these were going to seem much cheaper, and it doesn't. Alright, before we get into it though, let's do a question of the day. Are you guys into the Daima thing? Are you watching the show? Are you getting the figures? Where are you? I am just not into it. I'm not interested personally. The fun little figure's cool. Will I get into the line? I think I might. I think I'm going to get Goku and Vegeta, not the mini ones. I don't really need mini figures like this. But let me know what you guys think. Alright, let's get into the aesthetic. Proportioning, I think, is pretty darn cool. They did a good job with it. His head is slightly big because he's the mini one. But otherwise, like, he's got the broad shoulders, the narrower waist. Everything looks pretty good. This looks better than a lot of the full-size regular Figuarts releases lately. So, I'm pleased with that. Paint is minimal. There's no shading going on. But what's there, despite the scale, is pretty clean. The red line's not perfect. You're never going to get them perfect. Right there is kind of noticeably bad. Way less noticeable to the naked eye, by the way. Like, you're zoomed in real tight. But it looks pretty good. Like, it's not bad. You can see inside his little thing, his face. The faces are just as good as any of the full-size Figuarts. They're not that much. They're probably about the same size, honestly. So, yeah, it's a little bit more simplistic in the design, but most of their figures don't have paint these days, so it doesn't stand out. It looks good. Like, I'll be happy to just throw him on my Dragon Ball shelf, even if I don't get any more. I don't know, he looks pretty good. The sculpt is nice, though. I love the sculpt. I think they nailed it. I love the proportioning on this guy. He's gonna be a fun little... This would be, if I had a desk where I worked all day, this would be a fun desk toy. He's small enough that he's not like, oh, you're a big weirdo. You're just a little one. Not the figure, the person playing with it. But yeah, I like it. It's a fun little figure. Looks good. I'll give the aesthetic rating an 8. It looks really nice. Shading would be good, but I love the proportioning. Love the sculpt on this little fella. Alright, as far as accessories go, it's kind of a lot. You get the normal head, then you get 2 other unhatted heads. So that's a good spread of heads there, but then you also get the hatted head with 3 total faces. So that's 6 head face options. Head/face combo options. Very, very nice. For hands, it's a good spread, nothing crazy, but it's everything you need. And you get a folded arm accessory. I'll put a note in there if this works well. I haven't pulled on it yet, but it seems like it's going to be fine. So you get all that, and of course to go with the hat, you get the cloak, which is basically the same type of cloak as the recent Gohan, and it looks nice. It's slightly cleaner looking, same basic look though, general issues and whatnot as the Gohan one. That's a good spread of accessories. So, other than a blast effect or a stand, it's everything you need. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. A blast effect would be great. I can't really fault him for a stand. Nobody does that anymore except for Revoltech. Actually, Revoltech and Figma both do. 8.5 instead. I want stands and effect parts. Alright, let's get into the articulation for this little guy. Can he pose? Now, I'm going to be very happy to tell you this one. Double ball peg in the head to neck blink, and then also a ball peg in the neck. So you just pose that little head however you want, and it's so much better than using ball hinges. It's so nice. Man, I wish every figure ever just had double ball pegs in the neck to head combo, and then a ball peg in the neck, or nothing in the neck, depends. Where do you guys fall on that? Do you like your neck articulation, or would you rather not have it? I can see a lot of people say they don't need this joint down here, just do it up here. I'm kind of in between. And every time I work like a little bit on my action figure line, since I'm not doing a lot right now, I'm just debating whether or not I should do the neck. Anyway, he's got the neck and the head, and it works great. For the shoulders, it's the ball peg combo. That doesn't work as well as it might, but it works well enough. Like, I don't know what their butterfly is trying to do. It doesn't really want to do it, but you can raise his arm up nicely, and it does rotate around. I guess it just rotates. It looks like it's supposed to lean up too, but see, like, you see that little circle right there? I can't tell what's going on, and I haven't tried to take it apart. But either way, it rotates forward to do a decent butterfly. Like, not a ton, but it's not terrible. And it looks good doing it, so I think it's pretty close to the way I would do it. And you have the ball peg for the shoulder. Like I said, it goes all the way up. Full rotation. Bicep swivel is fine. Single jointed elbow. Not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but for this scale, it's fine. He's just about, I guess, a little over 90 degrees, so it's okay. And then for the wrist, little tiny ball hinge, that's fine. For the torso, I don't think there's anything under there. I think it's just one solid torso with just the waist. That's what it feels like. And his waist moves around, so it's a little bit more limited than normal, but not by a ton. I'd say that's okay. And of course, you get your waist twist. The belt is floaty. It's not bad. I wish there was less of an obvious distinction where the belt is supposed to go underneath there. Just make it a smooth transition so that when you use the articulation, it doesn't look bad. But it does work well enough. For the hips, they're a little bit more limited than I would like. Basically just ball pegs. And so they don't go out to the side as far. Well, I guess they do if you go in the right angle. So that's good. Yeah, full on splits basically. No nuggets. Bringing the leg forward. The crotch is flexible so you can kick pretty high. That's nice. And then going back, it gets gappy in the front of course, but they can go back a decent amount. So yeah, that works better than I thought even. I guess I just didn't go at the right angle the last time I did that. So that's good. And then you get your thigh swivel built in. Single jointed knee, not the best looking thing at all, but decent range. And they look decent when they're not bent. And then for the ankle, you get rotation. Well, wait. Yeah, you get rotation, and this brown piece rotates with it, so that's good. So you can rotate the whole ankle if you want. The hinge is not the best. That's as far back as it's going to go. Forward, not that much either. Ankle rocker is good, though. I'll take that. And the toe hinge, it's not the best we've ever seen. It's not the worst. It'll do. So yeah, his articulation is not going to blow you away, but I think it's going to be enough to get your poses done. Like, he's not going to do crazy Spider-Man poses, probably. But I think anything you need to do for Piccolo should work. I can't think of anything that he wouldn't be able to do. And in this fun little package, I think that's nice. I was expecting it to be a lot more limited. So I'm pleased with that. I will say, I don't know, it's nothing impressive. For the size, it's good. You could say 7 or 8, depending on how much you want to give it a bonus point for the small scale. But it works. Alright, so time for the final verdict. I'm not converted by this figure to get every figure in the bunch, just because I don't care about the Daima thing. But this one, if you're into it, it's a no-brainer. For sure, pick it up. This is one of the more fun figure arts I've handled lately. So yeah, like I said, if you're into the Daima show, Daima whatever, is it a manga also? I don't know. Then yeah, this guy's a good first showing for me. I don't know if there's any other ones out. I haven't paid attention to it at all. But yeah, I like it a whole bunch. I'm going to give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10. It's a solid release. It's nothing that's going to blow you away, but I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. You're going to enjoy it a whole bunch, and you're not going to feel like you got cheated. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's it for me. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. When I'm not injured, I have videos out just about every single day. Right now, we're going to be a lot more sparse than that, but I'm trying to get back. And I do have thousands of videos already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.